In the island of Jamaica, there is a dangerous phenomenon that is hurting the core of the Jamaican male. It's called BUN. This phenomenon is so egregious that some statistics say up to 40% of children are assigned a biological father incorrectly, a concept called jacket. In an effort to stop this behavior, Mecca TV Studios has created BUN Court, a drama based on the real-life incidents of BUN in Jamaica. The best part about this show is you, our audience, become the jury and decide who is guilty of BUN or not. Welcome to BUN Court. The case before us today is Melody and Nick Shaw. They have been in a committed relationship for 3 years, sharing a life together in a rented apartment in Barbican for the past 2 years. Melody, a dedicated nurse at a public hospital, also manages a successful business on the side, while Nick pursues his passion as a professional photographer. Their love story began at Mecca during the lively Dolly Sundays. We will hear arguments from both parties to determine the merits of this case.
All rise. Judge Grind presiding in court number 3, case between Nick Shaw and Melody Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Welcome again to another session of BUN Court. You may be seated. Again, Mr. Bailiff, what's the first item on the dockets for today?
It's Nick Shaw suing Melody Smith in BUN Court number 3.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bailiff. Will counsel for the plaintiff please approach?
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor. Judge Grind, I am Counselor Jackass, Alexander Jackass, representing my client Nick Shaw, which he has brought his female partner here on a case of infidelity and lying and deceitful actions and for being a devil in his life.
Interesting. Okay, Mr. Jackass. Thank you, Mr. Counsel, could you please call your client to approach?
Mr. Shaw, would you join me here, please?
Good day, sir.
Good day, Your Honor. I am Nick Shaw.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Mr. Jackass, could you please continue?
Yes. Nick, if I may, can you describe your relationship with Melody Smith prior to your discovery of the alleged escort service she provides?
Sir, yeah, everything was going on fine. I mean, I met this woman and things were perfect, to say the least, you know. I mean, we do things together. She have our business. She work at the hospital. You know, I work overtime and things. You know, I gave her all the support I can give her as the man beside her. With my profession, Your Honor, I you know, put in my piece to make sure, say, you know, I bill her as a woman. You know, and she, you know, I contributed a lot to her being where she is. You know, and try to assist her in her business as much as I can. You know, so I mean, things were good.
Which sounds very well to me. But there's a question I may ask. Where did you and how did you meet Miss Smith?
You know, I work as a photographer at a club, so I was there one night and I saw this lady and, you know, just went over to her, you know, she seemed like a real good person, you know.
1 second, sir. Could you inform us where exactly this happened?
Yeah,
The meeting.
we met at the Mecca. There was a party there and, you know, I was there working. So I saw her with some friends and I decided to approach her. And so, you know, that's where we met and from talking over the phone.
So, from what you have just explained to the court, how did you get from such beautiful, like match made in heaven story to this?
You know, really funny, because I know me still a try figure it out myself. How such a great woman would have turned a devil. Because you wanna know, I saw her with a friend. I was there. She had work late and thing, and we understand that. Because she said she had do her entrepreneurship. So we support the business. And so she was there one night with her at a party, and I said she hailed a friend. But the friend, I know the friend because I work there all the time. So the way they come across is like they know each other. So I start to question now, how them a move so like them know each other? And then when I start to inquire now, it's like she jump in and I say, yeah, she work with me with the business and so on. But it sound a way to me, so I start to question it. And that aroused my suspicion, say, yo, something not right, Cynthia go on there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can you really explain the events that really unfolded at that party
Well,
and how they contributed to your suspicions?
well, really still, it's just that, you see the way she made the girl, the way she healed the girl, and, the way she have to jump in and defend like she don't want the girl to talk. So I see it and I
Like
say,
she have something to hide,
like
right?
she has something to hide. So I say,
Okay,
yo,
I
no man,
understand.
something not right, man.
Caution, counsel, please don't be leading your witness.
But, Your Honor, as I say, it's like, the way the girl a move is like, so she have something to cover up. I'm a sight that decide say, no man, the girl that look like she have a whole heap of skeleton in her closet. So I decide say, yo, no, I have to find out how I go on here. So that lead to me now, I have to start search and realize say, yo, the girl is not faithful.
Okay, so touching the topic of searching, how did you feel when you discover this suspicious transactions on her laptop?
So though, as I say, we start out all right. And we know say yeah, she's a nurse, so say nurse not to make no money still. She do her thing on the side and they there support her. So I know say all right, the income a come in on a level here, right? And she a earn a little more, so she a do her thing. But when I start to go through the thing, I realize some transaction will come in, some type of money, some numbers on the left and some zeros on the right. I'm start to question the thing. I say, no man, them money I come through them account here. Account I not even know.
Okay,
So I'm side that me I say, no man, that woman she has something to hide, and I have to just realize say, oh, that lady lied to me all the days of me and her talk for.
indeed, that sounds very deceitful and wicked.
A deceiver man, I tell you.
Counsel,
But
if for 1 second,
Worst way.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
if I may, you mentioned, sir, that she is a nurse, but she
Yeah.
has a business, you say, on the side.
Yes, Your Honor.
What sort of business might that be?
Your Honor, right now, she tell me, say, based on what I see, it's a hookah business, So, them got them party and them set up a thing and them have them different flavors and them sitting there. Right? So,
Excuse me, Bailiff,
Yes, sir.
you are a person who are more acquainted with the nowadays terminology. A hooker. What
Yes,
is
Your Honor.
that?
It's something like a chalice that you smoke. So they will rent it and the clients smoke it with different flavors inside of it, like a chalice. But it's a very lucrative business, though.
Okay. Thank you very much. You may continue.
yeah, so that's what I saw her, her business was, Your Honor. So, help her with the promotion, now and then, promote the thing and make people know. So I even that way them find out, Your Honor, so the girl now move right, because it's the same thing I introduce the business to a virgin of my mate. Only for virgin make a shocking revelation, Your Honor. No, I can't recover.
Can you describe your conversation that you had with the businessman at Bumpers and how it affect your understanding of Melody's activities?
Well, go watch a football match, I bumpers they are mecca. So, that's how the place to be. So I went there the night and I was showcasing our business to a bridge of mine and a meeting at the party. Big man. So when me show the bridge in the picture and the profile and things, I must say, yeah man. I must tell me say I have a party I go keep. So, we use the opportunity now for advertise our things. So I must say, yeah man, them I go do that. And the man a joke, the man a laugh out the things. So I say, oh, it sounds so. The man a tell me say, him actually know them ladies here, and that is a regular thing, is a regular service them provide. But the hooker service, what me I talk about, is not one of them. In fact, the man say, it probably is a different hooker service them offer, but it's not the one that I think.
So, Mr.
That blew my mind here and I know I can't recover.
Mr. Shaw, for the court and your understanding, the hooker service that we are really talking about, is it that with the chalice kind that you smoke?
Yeah, the thing with them put the pipe thing them in and them smoke it like
is that the nature of her business?
That's what she says she do, Your Honor. But when me get to understand and oversight the thing, I realize it's a different one. It's like them take off the KKA and then put the KER.
Oh, I understand. I see. So, was there any evidence at all at that party of the smoking kind of hookup to really back her up?
Right now, I don't even fear thing them that go on. Because the thing say, a fear thing on, yeah, man. So I say, yeah, man, my wife thing I go on good now. Because I had a plan for marry her. And that bond me to, You get me, I say, come tell all my people, them, I want to tell you all right now, I pay all half of the price for the ring already, You're not. That bond me,
I can feel the pain.
Right now, when I check it, all right. So as you say, I go there right this now, I'm going to see the people them there, I'm going to talk to the bridging, right? I may have some other bridging there. And when the man I go tell me, say, it's not that kind of service the lady provide. And then it's not that, and him are the only man with it we know her like that, because me always realize how she close with the man, the big rich man them in the party. So I say, yo, I saw her thing up so much people know her. Because I know say them big rich man then I got them hospital there. You understand? So I know say I couldn't just them meet her from.
So how does all of that activity from Melody affects your relationship with her?
Right now, I don't even have a relationship with her.
Oh my God.
Right now, she not deserve even my trust right now. Right now, she just mess up my style, mess up my vibe, she mess up everything in her, Anna.
Interesting. Okay, Mr. Shaw. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jackass. You both may resume your seat. Could counsel for the defendant please approach?
Your Honor, bailiff, members of the jury, my name is Mr. Brimfield, Kevin Brimfield, and I'm here to defend my client. All right, so the plaintiff brought my client here basically to sue my client, right? And I'm here to counter-sue the plaintiff. All right, so the plaintiff forcefully evicted my client from her premises. That's number one. Secondly, malicious destruction of my client property because he threw out her personal belonging and everything outside like she's an animal or a garbage. You understand, Your Honor? Imagine, my client has been with this man for the past 3 years. She pays all the bills and everything. And him have the audacity to throw her things outside. And him never put $1 towards anything. The next thing, right? Defamation of character. This man went to my client's workplace and tarnished her reputation with misleading information. Just like the prosecution just did. He's saying that my client infidelity. For example, there's no information in this discovery that my client cheated on his client. Correct? So that's defamation of character if you ask me. Right? Now, I like to call my client to the stand, Your Honor. She's very traumatized right now.
I was about to ask you to do that. Ma'am, please approach. Could you please state your full name and occupation for the record?
Good day. So my name is Melody Smith.
Oh, hold on a second, ma'am. You are so petite, and your voice is even twice as petite as you. Could you please speak directly into the mic if you are tall enough to reach? Thank you.
So, Your Honor, my name is Melody Smith.
Yes,
and I'm a full-time nurse. And I went ahead and took on an entrepreneurship career as well to provide for my family so we can live a happy life and comfortable life. And to see that Nick is making these false accusations.
Forgive her. She's very traumatized at this moment.
Could you please give her a second to compose herself? Could you get her some tissue, please, or a napkin, something to... Yes, thank you. Oh. Such a fragile soul.
Your Honor.
Order.
Sir,
Heartless man.
speak only when you're spoken to,
Your
sir.
Honor, would you believe that he didn't even put my things out in the lobby? He just threw them out the window and my laptop that I do my work on and documents with my birth certificate and my examination results. Like, to see the way he's treating me after all the hard work. I worked so hard at the office. And then I have to go on to these events. And because of jealousy, he's such a jealous man.
Sir, order. Sir, you will be held in contempt of court if you do that third person.
When he comes home from work, all he does is play video games and I have to be working so hard. Yeah.
How could he?
I can't take it. You know.
Okay.
Your Honor.
We will not put her to the trauma of please.
She's very distressed at the moment.
I can understand that you are distressed and traumatized.
Very.
Please be seated, ma'am. Thank you very much. Oh, such a fragile soul.
So, Your Honor, I'd like to cross-examine the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Okay, normally they should have a go at your client first, but why not? Since that to give your client time to compose herself.
Exactly. She can't
Mr.
talk at the
Shaw,
moment. Very traumatized.
please approach. Your witness, Mr. Go ahead, Mr. Brinkley.
So you're Mr. Nick.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Nick, can you describe the relationship between you and my client for the jury and, of course,
You mean now or before now?
no?
Devil that.
And why would
Order,
you describe
sir.
my client as a devil?
Do not be tarnishing the lady's name. Just stick to what your side of the story.
Point proven.
Your Honor, as it is now, try to avoid her at all costs. Your Honor, this lady caused me whole heap of trauma and pain. She talk about trauma. She don't know trauma, Your Honor. She has always been like that. Least like a thing, she get up and cry. And sometimes she build the story them so good, Your Honor. Even God himself will believe if not careful.
You seem very insensitive. Anyway, didn't you have suspicion of Melody's business from the start and choose to ignore it?
It's not no suspicion.
What was it then? A hint?
She tell me what she do.
And
So
what
trust
was it?
her,
What
trust
was
her
that?
call that.
She said she did a hookah.
Yeah.
And what's your interpretation of hookah?
Oh, we know what it is. A party we work every night. So what? I see she a do her thing. I not really go deep in her thing. I just help her promote her thing. Because I know I trust my woman, so what? I not dig up her thing unless she give me a reason.
So you're saying that you found out that she's not doing a hookah business, but she's doing a hookah business. Can you elaborate on that?
She tell me one thing. Trust that. Help her promote that.
But technically, she was lying. You just misinterpret her definition of running a hookah business.
No. Remember, she tell me one thing. She even help me. I help her buy all supplies on Amazon. I can show you the screenshot them now. She me help her buy supplies. She show me different flavors that she provide. Me I promote the thing like say me own the business. Just to how I take the whole thing serious. Remember me I build a life with this woman. And only if I find out that she had deceived me.
Anyways, I heard you mention earlier that you saw some, a huge amount of money in her account after you invaded her privacy. Now, explain to us why you're saying that this money is too much.
No, first of all, correct that. Invasion of privacy is a relationship.
Did she give you permission
this
to
is
go
a relationship of trust.
Private.
This is a relationship of trust.
Exactly. So you could have went to her and asked her to allow you or to give you access to her laptop.
Spooky, so I have to investigate.
Illegally. And that's
how legal or illegal coming out. This is a relationship in the household. Nothing is illegal.
Anyway, Your Honor, I'd like to request a motion to dismiss those evidence from this courthouse because he did not gain them legally.
Motion granted.
Anyways, to continue, can you explain why didn't you confronted Melody directly about these concerns before investigating on your own?
No. You can't tell a criminal so you're going to investigate him before you investigate and carry the case forward.
But you just say it's trust. Or she become a criminal now.
Because she
and you say you're in a relationship and trust is everything in a relationship. You're contradicting yourself.
No. If the dog start bite, well, I'll question if I play my play.
Anyway, how did you access Melody's laptop? Because obviously she must have a password on it. So did you hack it? How did you get access to her laptop? You sound like the criminal now.
No. Now movie we watch and she drop asleep.
Anyways.
Interesting.
Didn't you have history of trust issues in your relationship and didn't you accuse Melody of things before? Prior to
me
this?
and Melody are right from first. From day one, me and Melody good. She tell me say she work late, and me alright with that.
Oh.
See?
So
as me say, me never start become suspicious until me say the night when she meet the common mutual friend. Me never know say that friend the mutual. So me I say to how she move something right there. So when me see she do that now, I realize the amount of people in my part will know her. Me I say, yo, this and them people are now work at hospital.
So let me ask you this. That mutual friend you're talking about, she work at Mecca, right?
Yeah, she work at Mecca.
Melody work at Mecca, right? So how is it that they don't know each other?
Not really.
Why did you assume that they don't?
The way she jump in for make me know say is a girl where help her in the business. It did seem too suspicious to believe. So
really?
Me, after look on that, me know my woman. Well, not again. Because I think me did know her.
You seem like a overthinker.
Me know her enough to know when she a lie. I know say something never right.
Oh, assumption again.
I don't know assumption. When you know something, you can't assume it.
Anyway, did you know that Irse can't come to court?
I don't know. Something.
No, I'm asking you a different question. Irse cannot come to court. And earlier, I heard you saying that someone at Bumpers told you that Melody is doing a different work from Uka, right? And you use that to throw her things them outside and bring her a court say you go sue her. Where is the evidence?
You want evidence?
Objection. Sustained.
Anyways, it seems like you're jealous of your spouse in the sense of she's more successful than you. You search her laptop and realize that she make more money than you. And yet she's more popular than
That
you.
you call success?
Repeat.
That you call success? That you call
So what do you
popularity?
call it then?
Deception.
Deception?
That what I call it.
Well, I call what you're doing now envy. You envy your own spouse.
Style thing,
And it
man.
is consuming you.
Objection sustained.
Anyway,
Mr. Brimfield, don't be gaslighting. and
didn't
don't be
you
leading
benefit from Melody's business even if you didn't know the details of it?
It's a relationship, mutual relationship, and both of us benefit from each other.
So why the sudden change?
Sudden change because she's make a sudden move and go do a sudden stupidness. That one.
And what is this stupidness? You're accusing her of cheating, right?
Yeah.
Do you have proof?
How you mean?
Where's the proof? Present it to the jury. I'm sure they all would like to see that proof.
That in a print. Check the inbox.
Inbox. I think
Look at the transaction.
you're
Make
reaching
sure your
here.
bank account. As a matter of fact, that's a separate bank account to the one we know.
All right. Hold on, Your Honor. Have you ever been to Dali Sunday at Mecca?
Yeah.
And be honest now, the crowd with that Dali Sunday, you can count them?
No.
So, let's give you a rough check then. If there's 300 patrons at Dali Sunday, or even 600, right? And remember, my client provide hookah. Now, if 100 of them purchase hookah at 8,001, how much money is that?
I'll try to go around the thing.
No,
One client,
I'm asking a
not 30
fair.
client.
What?
One client. One
So is only
client.
one person buy hookah in Mecca?
No, I'm not answer that.
Exactly. So I'm saying if 100 of them buy hookah, how much money
So,
that? That is a hefty
Every
sum.
bank account.
So there's proof that this money is legitimate.
Objection overruled.
Anyways,
Okay. All right, Mr. Brimfield. I think you should wrap it up now. So we
I'll definitely wrap it up. A matter of fact, no further question, Your Honor, because as the prosecution is saying, is badgering. You know?
Thank you,
Come on.
Mr. Brimfield. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Mr. Jackass, please approach that. It's your turn to cross-question the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. This is my privilege to get a chance at this woman.
Ms. Smith, could you please approach? Have you composed yourself, ma'am? Are you ready to speak now?
And let me tell you this
Yes, sir.
before I begin. You're not going to try to use that devious female charm that you
Order,
have
Mr.
now.
Jackass. Do not be intimidating the witness, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Proceed, sir.
Okay, you may proceed.
No. Miss Smith, can you explain the true nature of your hookah business? And when I say true nature, I mean every detail factor of it.
Okay, so with my hookah service, we provide an exclusive service where we attend the events. We provide our shishas of variety of flavors so that persons can enjoy themselves. Not only does it create a luxurious effect to the event, but it creates the aesthetic that matches these type of high class events that we provide our service, and you will find that it increases the level of pleasure that the patrons receive when
And
they're at the
that
event.
service that you're describing to me just now, is it, as we said earlier, the chalice kind of hookah,
It's called a shisha.
which is not the one that the ER or the ER you do?
As I said, it's a hookah, otherwise known as a shisha.
Listen to me. I need for you to explain in details the type of service.
Okay, when
Okay. Question asked and answered, Mr. Jackass. Please rephrase.
Okay. How do you respond to the allegations that your business is actually an escort service?
So first of all, I must say that my spouse, he is saying that he had a conversation at Bumpers with a business person, and he indicated that we're providing something else otherwise than the hooker service.
So,
No,
hold
I'm
on,
not
hold
sure.
on, just a
Hold
minute
on,
here.
please allow
Just
to
a minute.
finish, Mr. Jackass.
No,
I'm not
you're
sure.
right.
I'm not sure how he came to that conclusion when we simply go and we set up our shishas on the various tables so that persons can get the experience. And we have several promotional girls that will promote the hookah service and get patrons to use the service, show them how to use it in different flavors. And we all have a good time. It's a party. We're here to have a good time.
So, this businessman that my client, Mr. Shaw, spoke to, and he explained to him about your service that you have provided to him. How do you explain that?
You have a point. Next question, Mr. Jackass.
Why did you lie to Nick in the first place?
Okay,
About
so-
your relationship with the girl that he met at Mecca's Club.
Okay, so I did not lie about our relationship. She actually promotes our services to different events and some of her clients. So whenever we have someone that wants to promote their service and they come to us, because she came to us and she was saying she could help us to get more clients for her event.
But my
So she
client
gets a
told
commission.
me, that you played it off that evening as if you did not know that girl. Why did you do that? I think you did that in deceit.
Objection sustained.
Okay. Okay. Why did you continue to deceive my client, Nick?
I'm very straightforward with Nick, but the truth is that
What do you call straightforward?
I'm
Explain
very
that as
straightforward
well.
with him. So I let him know my business. I let him know when I have an event. And he's always persistent to come with me. There was a time where I invited him, but I realized that his behavior can be very unprofessional because when he see me interacting with these wealthy men, it starts a little fire in him. He gets a bit jealous because it makes him wonder if these men will snatch me
But
from him. And
listen.
he gets really jealous.
Listen.
And this is the reason why I try not to let him come because I don't want
I
to let
don't
him affect
think
my business.
my client was jealous. It's because of the flirtatious way in which you were interacting with those clients.
I'm very professional with my clients. And if you go on my website, you can see the reviews that my clients
Website?
leave.
Oh,
Yes,
we
I
should
can bring it up here.
visit your website. So tell me now, when my client took your laptop and he went on your business page and the things that he saw there, how can you explain that? She just told me to visit her website. So I'm asking
Hold on a
that
second,
question.
Mr. Jackass. Yes, I think there's need for redirection because the website about the service is different from the financial ongoing machinery. So
Yes,
we have
Your
to
Honor.
consider that.
I understand that as well, Your Honor. But listen, during the time when my client took that laptop and he was scrolling through the financial statements on that laptop, he also pounced upon pictures and videos of this woman doing explicit things with men.
Your Honor, there is no proof of that. I'm not sure where he got
But
that
listen,
information. But
I'm
there's
so
no proof.
sorry we don't have that laptop here today.
Mr. Jackass, if the evidence is not listed on the court's list, I would appreciate if you would not bother to mention it because we cannot accredit evidence that we have not been privy.
But, Your Honor, the only reason that those evidence are not here today is because this devil of a woman.
Order! Be
Listen,
careful,
I
sir.
don't want to get too emotional on this case, But this woman and her lawyer, they have been hiding things from us
Mr.
that should have
Jackass,
been presented here today.
Mr. Jackass, if I did not know better, I would have thought that you were the person that was getting the bun. Anyway, moving right along. Could you please wrap up?
Oh boy. Your Honor, not Miss Melody. Why should the court believe your version of events, given the evidence provided here today?
Your Honor, members of the courtroom, all I can say is that this is a case where a man has failed to lead his household in the right way. And because of jealousy, and because
Look here, don't use that female charm here. Don't use that here.
because he see how
It's
hard,
not gonna work for me this evening.
because he see how
Mr.
hard I
Jackass,
work.
please.
You know that all those video games that I bought for him, I should have never bought it. I should have made sure that he invested in a business so he didn't have to come to this. Because
Listen, my client is competent enough to buy his own games. Don't try to belittle my client
let me
by,
tell you something,
about
courtroom.
you buying games.
I can't believe he really.
You are the
had
one playing
audacity-
games.
Order, counsel, please don't badge
I
on the
can't believe
witness.
he had the audacity to throw my things outside when he was in debt
You see,
last week.
I would throw you out instead of your things.
Last week when he was in debt.
Order, order.
I'm going to my account
Miss Smith,
and I take
Miss Smith,
two.
I guess she's coming to the truth.
appreciate your time. I will not, in good conscience, have you this distraught and distressed and have you prolonged. Please resume your seat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jacobs,
Your Honor,
please take 5 minutes so I can have Mr. Brim. No, you are the plaintiff. Please give us a summary of your case.
okay. My client, Mr. Shaw, has been in a relationship with this woman 2 years, going 3 years. And they lived in an apartment where they share space, yes. And she's trying to have this court and her lawyer believe that my client has not contributed to nothing in that he doesn't pay rent, he doesn't pay water, he doesn't pay light, which is a lie. My client is a professional photographer, which he travels the whole island to do his work. No, at times he even go overseas. He left Miss Smith here at the time when they were seeking residents to look at apartment. She got the apartment. She wrote up all the agreements in her name. Mr. Shaw here provided his portion of rent and whatever bills is to be paid to her because all the documents were in her name. Now she's lying that he's not contributing. And Your Honor, honestly, I can tell you, I take this personally because I've been through it.
I could tell.
You understand? So, with this devil of a woman, I just don't know.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jackass, for so eloquently presenting your case and in defense of your client. You may be seated. Mr. Brimfield, it's your turn, sir, first to have a go across question. No, I can't have you cross question.
I would like to re-examine cross-examine the
Okay, Mr. Shaw, please approach the
Plaintiff.
bench. Approach, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Mr. Brimfield, proceed.
Mr. Shaw. Okay, my question to you now, Mr. Shaw. Can you explain why you think Melody's action justify ending the relationship and forcing her to leave the home?
First of all, Melody and I had plans. And based on those plans were based on trust and the mutual elevation of each other. So when Melody start talking about things that she does for me, and I not talk about things that I do for her, because I'm thinking that this is what a man do. A man don't carry receipts and say, I own this, I buy this, I put that. A man just provide and knows him woman I got to elevate him and comfort him. She talk about my video games. My video games what comfort me when Melody come in from work and I work late and say she tired. Saying? So therefore, when she a come to that now, it makes me uncomfortable. So when I see that and she not trustworthy anymore, then it leaves me with no option but to end the relationship. Because what am I living for?
So in other words, you're perjuring yourself then, because you're saying that you're bringing her to court because of infidelity, and now you're confessing that you're bringing her here because she make you feel less than a man.
No, that's not what I
That's
said.
what you just
No, you
confess.
assume that. That is
How
your,
can I
Objection,
that is your
sustained.
interpretation.
Mr. Brimfield, please rephrase your question.
Okay. Why? Okay. You said that infidelity. Can you explain to the court, the judge, and the jury why you think my client is cheating on you?
Your Honor, court, once you see a woman start to hide things and start to lie to you, she tell you black, then you see white. She tell you puss, then you see dog. Something not right. So when I start to see that in a melody, the melody changed. She went off key, right? Because when melody, I go tell me one thing, and then it's a total opposite. How you feel to me if you trust melody. Melody went off key.
It seemed to me that you're overthinking, overreacting, and you're blowing this thing out of proportion. You're a photographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
By profession. Let me finish the question.
His opinion. He thinks.
Let me finish the question.
Objection sustained.
Because, Your Honor, I'm here to smooth this thing out.
Yes,
You
sir,
understand? I'm not
but
here
please
to
make
point
your
it.
questions
Point it.
clear.
So, I'm going to give you a scenario. You're a photographer. You're a professional photographer. If a client come to you and say that they want you to take their birthday, let's say it's a female client. She wants you to take her birthday, some birthday photographer, right? And she decide to strip naked on a beach and ask you to take, hold on, and ask you to take those pictures. Being the professional that you are, how would you deal with a situation like that?
Everything has to be done in writing before you accept a deal with a client.
And say everything work out and you take them photograph.
No.
Hold on. I'm just asking, you're a professional. 1 year after the photo leak, or, she decided to invade your privacy and find those pictures in your camera, right? In your defense, right? You were just doing a job. What if she decided that you were cheating and asked you to leave and throw your things out of the house?
No,
would that be a justified reason for her to do what you did?
You see that story there? It would never happen. You know why? If you're gonna take a contract as a businessman, first of all, my woman know my business. She can go through any of my camera, any of my SD card, any of my computer. Then. See? Because once I take a job, that's a professional job and there's nothing hidden. There's no secrecy in my business. Right? So first of all, that would never happen.
You can't say it can never happen.
No.
So what if she search? Okay, let me rephrase. If she search your camera and saw a regular female in there and accuse her of cheating.
Order. Slow down.
Your Honor,
Yes.
they are being very unjust and unfair. And he's not
Opinion on
answering
that.
the question. Listen to me. All right. You go to LMS because you work at Mecca, right? Luxury means sexy. The type of girl I'm go to so wear bikini, the sexiest outfit you can think of, right? You take a picture of a female just a come from a beach party and she look raunchy and everything. And you take multiple pictures more than how you take a regular female.
Yeah.
Is that enough reason for my client to accuse you of lusting after this
can't do
female
that,
and
guess what
cheating?
go on now? As she help me edit them, and she tell me say put look more shade on that. So she always know of all of the photos.
No,
that
she
I
can't
do.
do everything.
I don't
Remember
take any
my
project that is
client.
secret.
Remember, my client is a nurse and she do her part-time job. She don't have enough time to do all the way I tell you. So you're just trying to go around everything. I'm just asking a simple question. Just answer me. Is it enough reason for her to accuse you of cheating and throw you out of the house? Just answer yes or no. Can that be enough reason?
That's not a yes or no answer.
Okay, Mr. Brim.
No further
please
question.
round up. No. Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Please have your seat. This has been a very interesting session. Mr. Brimfield, I am going to ask you back just to give us your closing remarks because Mr. Jackass has given us his.
All right, so you're a member of the jury. As you can see here, that the plaintiff have no concrete evidence whatsoever or no justified reason to accuse my client of cheating or even accuse my client of not participating in the business that she told him that she's operating. The counsel for the plaintiff, obviously, you all can see he's acting off emotion. You can see him just a come out of a breakup. He may even call my client a devil, like, how can you look at an innocent soul, right? So traumatized, crying on the stand, and calling her a devil? This man have no heart. You understand? Insensitive to an innocent female, right? That she up on her job and just see this raging bull of a man that she think was her future husband, accusing her of things that she's not participating, embarrassing her, right? Tarnishing her reputation. And on top of it, she have to seek refuge at her mother's house because this man looked like he would have killed her on the spot. The next day, my client did the right thing. Approach him and try to talk things over. Only if you see her things them outside. Right? Our dog a urinate on her clothes. The whole community gather up and I say, whoa, watch ya, Ray. You understand? This is embarrassing to my client. My client have sleepless nights. She's stressful. And trust me, members of the jury, you all can see this. No, all of you have sympathy towards my client. Your Honor, that's my closing.
Thank you, Mr. Brimfield. Thank you, both counsel.
Let me say something. I have watched that lady give her testimony, and immediately as she leaves the stand, all tears gone.
Necessa, man.
I've been here long enough, experienced enough to know when the tears are fake.
Definitely.
Mr. Shaw, if this woman ever takes you to court and say you slap her or anything like that, straight prison. It is time to move on. That's all my advice to you, sir.
Your Honor,
Thank you,
may
Mr.
I
Lee.
remind you that the bailiff is still single at this age. And there's a reason for that.
Your Honor, if I may interject at this time, I also saw, what's your name again?
Mr. Brimfield,
Yes.
You have admission.
your esteemed
That
colleague.
laptop, his name is also on another of those receipts.
So you're admitting to invading privacy.
Oh, my client told me and showed me.
No, you said you did.
No, well,
You're
my client sued
perjuring
me.
yourself.
Order, counsel.
I rest my
You
case.
both are not on trial here. Okay. On another note, and this I want you people to really think about, listen and hear, and take seriously. Mr. Shaw, I understand that based on your alleged disappointment, of the lady's alleged infidelity, you threw her out of the house. And I am here to tell you people, while that is not such a decent thing to do, it's a most illegal thing to do. Hold on, my friend. Order.
What a
Please hear me
cruel
out.
man. What you
Even
finding?
if a total stranger should be passing your home or the home of any one of us here, and we should give them, as we would say in Jamaica, a catch, the next day, we cannot legally and unceremoniously just throw them out.
Well, Your Honor, I think my client would rather stranger than this woman.
Order, sir.
Heartless.
That is yet to be decided. But what I am saying is that you cannot just throw a person out of with.
This, we not live with this.
Then
Well-
move out.
Well, you're going to have to come to some mutual agreement to pass part peaceably, because she will have to be given time to, if she so decides, because we are here having affidavit here that states that she also contributes to the mills. So it is illegal, indecent, and very immoral for you, sir, to be throwing her out of the house.
Sir,
Yeah.
calm down. and have
Mr.
a seat.
Shaw,
Sir,
Mr. Shaw,
sir, calm down
Like-
and have a seat.
I like to tell you, gentlemen, and you ladies too, that when you go to Mecca on Dolly Sundays or
LMS.
LMS or any one of the other events, I know the ambience and the beverages can sometimes be a little bit much. So people end up coming out with the wrong part.
Sit, sir.
But Your Honor, look where my behave and him name of the pan no document.
Sir,
Yeah, pay your bills.
Aye.
order. All right, Mr. Shaw, not to worry, but you will not unceremoniously evict her. I will ask that you both do some time of joint counseling and individual counseling to see if there can be some resolve.
No counseling can save this. No council, no parish council, no kind of council can save this.
Not even the Queen's Council?
Not even King or Queen council can save this. Because he's out.
I think that's a disappointment on his counsel. Him have a problem with every counsel after that.
I think so too, sir. Anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for making it BUN Court. Case adjourned.
All rise.